Well, hello out there, woo, family and friends. Grand rising, grand afternoon, grand evening, oh yes. Woo! Wherever you happen to be on this most lovely planet of ours. Terra firma. Honey, 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 yes. This is Fantastic Freedom Fridays, y'all. Woo! Hey there, Pamela sister. How you doing? Hey, woo! This is Fantastic Freedom Fridays, y'all. Fantastic because we create the most fantastic story about how we would love for our lives to be. Yes, we do. Freedom, where we have the freedom to choose again and again and again. If we don't like it, we have the freedom to choose again. Yes, we do. And Fridays, y'all know what's up. Thank God it's Friday. Friday, Friday. Oh, yeah. Friday, 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 Friday. Oh, yes, it's Friday night. And the feeling's right. I said it's Friday night. Oh, what a night. Oh, what a night. Yeah, that Cool in the Gang from back in the day. Yeah, back in the day when we used to go and party, 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 party. Oh, woo. I used to go out to the clubs. I had myself some fun, go out with the girls. They give me free drinks because I got the party started every weekend. I didn't drink no alcohol though. I like my Shirley Temples. And when I drank, well, let's just say there was a lot of stuff going on, including people getting thrown off the dance floor and banned from the club. And it wasn't me, but I caused it. Woo! Okay, so I don't drink. I didn't drink then, I don't drink now. I used to have a beer once in a while, but I find that I like to be a little more aware most of the time. I might have me one of those kombuchas. Yeah, that's good. My son drinks those when he's doing his chefing in the kitchen. Like what's that chef's name used to be on PBS, the old dude from let's see, Louisiana. Y'all guarantee. Woo, that good. That show that good. Woo! What was his name? Anyway, yeah, he used to be drinking. He drank a lot. And I don't mean Kool-Aid. No. But anyway, my son drinks his kombucha when he's doing his chefing in the kitchen there. I tell you, yes, 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 yes. What a marvelous and most exciting week this has been. Yes, doing new stuff, creating new things, and manifestations like popping like popcorn. I got a wonderful call yesterday. Well, a picture first and then a call from one of my close friends. And you see, I'm the pink lady. I guess everybody in the universe knows I'm the pink lady most of the time. Well, she sent me some pictures of some pink glass dishes. I'm like, what? She says, the universe has got your memo. The universe has always got your memo. Here is the pink. And I called her after she showed me the picture on my messenger there. And I said, okay, now, what is this? She said, well, Terry, things have been manifesting all day today. And she said, it's just one of them. I'm looking out my window in the kitchen, and the neighbor across the street, she passed away the same time one of our close friends did last month. And the husband just started, letting stuff go. He just started, and she said over the last 3 days, they had been throwing things out, and she knew that. But she happened to be at the window and was looking out there and thought, what? And she saw the guy that they hired to load the dumpster and take it away and stuff, with all of her belongings that they, of course, the kitchen stuff and stuff they no longer need and everything. But she saw him limping, and she said, I wonder what's wrong with him. So she took some arnica with her. She does herbs and everything. She's totally holistic. She took some arnica over there to help him out. She gave it to him. She said, here, rub this on there. What's going on and everything? He said, oh, yeah. Oh, thank you so much. And then she saw him, starting to put, kitchen things that were in boxes that had never been opened, with the labels and stuff on the front. And she's, wait a minute. Hey, let me see that. And there were like 3 or 4 different boxes that had never been opened of dishware. And she saw it. She said, wait a minute, that's pink. Oh, I want that. I know my friend Terry is going to want to look at this. Don't throw that in there. And then she sent me the pictures of the glass outside the box and the box that came in. I'm like, are you kidding me? She goes, no. So when you come over this weekend, you look at it and, you take it away. I said, you sure you didn't want those for yourself? She goes, no, you're the pink lady. You like clear glass and you like pink. And I'm looking at them on the picture. I said, yeah, I'll be taking those home with me this weekend. Thank you. Oh my God, So even if we ask out loud to the universe for things, everybody hears it. It broadcasts. And those that have in their possession what it is that you are requesting will contact you or cross your path in some kind of way. And my girlfriend just happened to be, she's looking out the window at that particular time, seeing this man over there limping and decided to go help him. And yeah, she got my dishes before they went into the dumpster. And she said when she opened the box, everything was intact. Everything, with all the shuffling around and moving around, everything was intact. So I will show you my dishes. I'll put pictures of them on my Facebook page, in Ecstatic Joy, and in my regular page there. Oh, my stars. What else? Thank God it's Friday. Weekend tomorrow. What y'all gonna be doing this weekend? I sure hope y'all planning to have some fun. Yes, because I always say fun is not a luxury, but it is a necessity. You see, we take time to love ourselves enough to stop the daily program. Actually, this should be included in your daily program to have fun. Take a break, sit down, be quiet, ask your inner child, what would you like to do right now? And even really in the rising, to ask your inner child in the mirror, what would you like for me to do today to make you happy? Happy, yeah. Come on. When I first began my inner child work with Elisa Moselle, I think it was 2022. Yeah, might have been March. It was. And I started going into inner child mode. I got my doll babies out, but they've been in the box since, for several years. Doll babies my mother gave me when I was 30 years old. That's another story. But took the doll out. She's all wearing pink, which I never noticed when I first got her. I never noticed. I thought it was red, but by my memory, no, it was pink. She was wearing pink. I started playing with her and talking to her. Oh, it's just a wonderful story. Her name is Addie. She's one of the American Girl dolls. She's chocolate. I don't have her in here with me today. I might bring her in next Friday. But yes, and I started playing. And I asked my inner child, what do you want to do besides play with doll babies? And I heard her say, I want to play hopscotch. Hopscotch. I thought, I hadn't played hopscotch since, elementary school, on the playground of my school. And I thought, and I Didn't care too much for it. Just did it just because, this is what the kids do. That's what we do right now on the playground. Wasn't like it was my favorite thing to do. But this is what she said. I want to play hopscotch. So I got my son and all our paraphernalia and our sidewalk chalk. I went and bought some sidewalk chalk in actuality. And we went to our neighborhood park where my son used to go there. I'd take him there and he'd play after school. And I'd kind of sit on the swings and play in the sand and stuff like that. And I thought to myself on the way over, I said, whoa, what if there's already a hopscotch board drawn on the pavement in the park when I get there by some beautiful little child? Well, when I got there, the hopscotch was drawn already by some child. And so I thought, whoa. And I laughed. And I thought, oh, I said, little child, huh? Oh, the squares are kind of small for my big old feet. Well, let me just expand it. So I drew even wider around the existing hopscotch board and I began to play. I took a shell with me that had been given to me by Queen Nala, one of my shamans, who's on the other side right now. I took that and I put that as you toss it and put it to land in the square that you're supposed to not hop into when you go down the whole board, and then turn around and come back and on one leg pick up the square marker and hop all the way back to the beginning of the hopscotch game. And that's what I did. And there were many parents come up like, looking at me, and then one of them said, "Ooh, I sure want to play." Because although the children were running around, and of course I'm the only adult, so-called adult, over here playing. And so I had a great time that day doing what my inner child requested of me to do to make her happy. So, yes, the inner child, we must listen to that inner child because the inner child is the one who was running the entire game of our lives. And if that inner child is not being addressed and has not been being addressed or seen, felt, and heard since childhood, then that child is going to do some things to get our attention. Yes, yes, yes. If the inner child is not happy, guess what? Neither are we as adults gonna be, honey. Ooh, let me tell you. I used to tell this fun little story to make this point that, when the child says, Mommy, I'm hungry. I would like something to eat. I want some snack. I want some snack. And Mama says, "Oh, wait just a minute. I gotta finish making the bed. Wait just a minute. Wait just a minute." And then the child says again, "I want some snack, please. Maybe a cookie. Where are the cookies? I would like a snack." And wait just a minute. Wait a minute. I gotta dust real quick. Wait a minute, because your father's coming home. I gotta wait. And then the child says, "Okay, I want snack. I want snack, please." And right quick. Wait just a minute. And then daddy comes home and then the company comes home. The company is coming over for a dinner party. And the child may have had, some food or something else. But by that time, the child is still want that cookie and still want that snack. And what does the child do during your most fabulous dinner party with all the people over? She comes in there and she falls out on the floor, rolls around on the floor, throws attachments, says, I want a cookie. Woo! Mama's so embarrassed. Oh God. Everybody looking, thinking, what's going on here? Well, Mama never really heard the child and addressed the child and gave the child what the child needed. The cookie or whatever the child was really asking for may not have just been the cookie. It may have just been, come and look at me and let me know that I am beautiful or that you totally love me today, and whatever it is. Cookie might have just been a mask to get the attention that the child was actually asking for. That is how it is with us as so-called adults, or Grups, as Peter Pan and his little Lost Boys address adults. They call them Grups, not grown-ups, but Grups. Grups. How about that? Any of you parents out there ever experienced that as an adult or as a child, if you even remember, wanting attention, and the Grups were just too busy doing whatever it was they were doing that they thought was a lot more important that children should be seen and not heard. And by the time you really got what you want, either, well, put it that way, it was too late. You was in there, you was just yeah, yeah. My son, he did that a couple times when he was little. Oh, but he was at church. Woo, imagine that. Woo, oh, don't imagine. Oh, okay. Oh my God. He wanted attention, and that because we lived at our church, he felt like that was his space. And I want some recognition right now. What y'all people doing coming in here today? Now, I had never seen him do that before, but obviously there was something that he was needing that was not getting met, either from me or from Big Mama, which I call her Big Mama, Reverend at church, just like his other grandmother, because my mother passed away and she agreed to uh, watch out for him, watch out for both of us, and that kind of thing. Uh, I believe he felt like this is my space right now. I want some attention. I'm not getting the attention. I've been walking around here and asking for it. Nobody's really getting. Oh, he threw himself on the floor and he rolled around and kicked and screamed, and like everybody stopped and looked. Reverend Nancy goes, "Oh." Reverend Mike goes, "Oh, yeah." This is when people was about to come in and get to the service and stuff like that. And he just threw it. I'm like, oh my God, this is not happening. This is not happening. And I said, I went and I said, what's going on? And she goes, come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Get up, come on. And then she brought him back in the back room. She said, oh yeah, I think he's a little tired, or he's a little, he doesn't like all the people. And I'm like, I could hear it. I was like, I don't even want to go in there. Okay. I don't even want to go in there. And basically, that's what it was really about, because we called that place home at that time. And at this time frame, it was like, people, look at me. This is my place. He became very possessive of where we lived at that time. And after that incident, he never did it again. Not because anybody reprimanded him or so you're a bad kid for doing that. And no. We just made sure we paid attention to what is it, his needs, whatever, and to hear him. And he never did it again. After that, he had fun doing everything there. People came, he was just like, okay, yeah, woo, hello, everybody. But yes, if the little child is not happy about something, or that you be gonna let you know in ways that you ain't gonna like if you don't catch the child in time. Woo! Yeah, so I'm like, yeah, you say you feel like that sometimes? Yes, I do sometimes. And I have to stop and just say, okay, what do we really feel like doing today? Or at this moment? What do we really feel like? Inner child, what would you like? What do you want to do right now? Even if it's just for 10, 15 minutes. And it's not like you're going to go drive somewhere like I did with the hopscotch. We drove to the park. But there's times when you might be at home and you just say, okay, you got this to do, that to do, da, and you feel like I have to get this done. And that's one pointer. Oh, dear, lovely Sister Louise Hay on the other side. God bless her soul so much. I read a lot of her books now and listen to her videos. And one thing she says is, stop. If there's I have to this, I have to that, stop right there, and replace that word have to with something else. I would like to, or that's something that is asking to be done. However, how do I feel about that right now? Because when we say I have to, then that's like, brick or a hammer or charges. You gotta, you know, no. And then that part of you says, and that's when we procrastinate because we think we have to do something. We feel like we are not free to choose again, or we are trapped. So you can say to yourself when you know these things are um, important to carry out, how can I do this in a fun way? In a fun way. And it'll come to you. And it might be to go over there and jump up and down a little bit, or go sing, or go do something just for a few minutes, and putting you in that high vibrational space to where that thing that you've been procrastinating about doing seems like a piece of cake. Like, woo, you sit down there and it's done in a couple seconds. Like, wow. But if we feel like we have to, then that's when we start procrastinating. And a lot of times, procrastination is about fear around doing this thing, or if I don't do this, this thing will happen to me, or this thing will happen, which further makes you want to procrastinate. Or you do it anyway and force yourself, and then everything start hurting. Body start hurting, some start, whoo, oh, you have to drag your way through it because you have to do this, or you're going to be punished if you don't, or this will be taken away if you don't. Like I'll use myself. My taxes. Yes, my taxes are waiting for me. Yes. And yeah, I've been procrastinating about that. And then I looked at it and I said, okay, I want to have some fun while I'm doing this. You know, some fun. And I do it in steps, go through the papers, mark off this, mark off that, write down this, write down that. And I decided that I was going to watch some cartoons while I was going through the papers, going through the documents and things like that. And I got the first part of it done, and I have more, but I addressed it that way, not where I have to, but I can have some fun when I'm doing it. I can have some fun. I turn on me some cartoons. Let me tell you, PBS Kids is fantastic. PBS Kids. And they talk about stuff on there about history and different fun things and different stuff that has to do with family relationships and the children. And there's stuff I learned from just watching those cartoons that I never even thought about. PBS Kids, yeah. Along with Mr. Rogers. How about that? Yes, fun is a necessity, not a luxury. What y'all doing this weekend? I sure hope you're planning to have some fun, some fun. Oh, yeah. Woo, that's part of the recipe, one of the major ingredients in the recipe of life, next to what is that word? Variety. Variety, being the spice of life. Yes, both of those go hand in hand. Having fun. And on that lovely note, oh my goodness, I've been talking away. I'm so happy to be here on YouTube now. I've gotten the message so many times till finally I stopped procrastinating and sit your own ass down right here and start punching keys and messing with stuff. And finally, I figured it all out. Yeah, that's correct. It's about surrendering to the universe and taking your hands off. Yes, and sometimes it's not easy. Yeah, and we all do the best that we can, to make life easier. And letting go is one of those key pieces to the puzzle. Is letting go, and sometimes it's hard to let go because we've been so trained to try to control everything. Because if we control it, that means everything go the way I want it, and I can't get hurt, and I know what's coming, and all that, and the unknown. Little children. Okay, we'll get to that one next. Right now, I'm going to introduce myself so all of y'all who may not know who I am, or just may not remember what it is that I do. So I'm going to here we go. Pull up my lovely description of what I do here, and that is fun. Oh yes, when we do what we love and love what we do, all miracles happen all over the place, and that is freedom. That is true freedom. Serving from a place of joy. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Where is it? Yeah. I thought I had it already, but I didn't. Here we go. Now, my name is Terry Lynn Page, and that is the powerful name that my mommy and daddy gave me. Ooh! Yes, yes, yes. I am a spiritual healer, and I help people to heal their lives through that powerful and awesome spirit of ecstatic joy. Yes, ecstatic joy. And I help people come back into harmony with their true soul's purpose in this life. Mhm. And I implement various modalities: sound healing, I do one on ones and group sessions. I also do the neurosensory technique, that's NST, and that is a technique that is based on the work of Dr. Joe Dispenza and Dr. Bruce Lipton, the quantum field. And this one is particularly powerful in helping us come back into our bodies because it involves touching, touching ourselves, touching. Because when we have experienced trauma in our past, in this lifetime or previous lifetimes, many times it has not been resolved or dissolved, or worked through, and we still carry it. And so many times the trauma was so extreme that we had jumped out of our bodies and we are navigating this beautiful ship, our beautiful ship, from over there, from that corner on the floor, or for just over there to the left or the right, and we're not really in the body. And that's when many times diseases um, show themselves in particular areas of the body wherever the trauma may have taken place because we want home, not home. The NST helps to bring us back into our bodies, bring us back home into our bodies. Because remember, the thief can only come to steal, kill, and destroy, as the Bible says, if ain't nobody home. Somebody home sitting there with some power, and they ain't interested in coming in. They go next door. They go next door. Yeah? That's my analogy of that. Oh my goodness. So, yes, the neurosensory technique, NST, I do that one on one, and group sessions are especially powerful as well. And I also offer guided meditations and group meditations, very powerful. And I offer Diksha Blessing Transmission. Diksha Blessing Transmission is a modality out of India. Yeah. And this is a modality that helps us to remove the stinking thinking, that kind of thinking that creates all the shit in our lives. Yeah. What's that smell? Woo! Diksha Blessing Transmission helps us to remove that stinking thinking and replace that stinking thinking with, oh, the smell of roses, thoughts and beliefs that bring beautiful events into our lives, that smell like flowers, feel good, healing, manifestation of the things that we desire in our lives. Yes, once we remove that stinking thinking. How about that? Yeah, so I offer that. That one is complimentary or free. We don't charge for that one. And that is a modality that can be added to any package that you purchase from my shop. So you order a reading or the neurosensory technique. If you choose to experience the Diksha Blessing Transmission, that goes in the package because that's free. Okay. And yes, I also offer inspirational music CDs in my shop. I have one called Mother Earth Divine that was inspired by my mother from the other side when she was on the other side, channeling through me in the back of my van, of all places, playing my metallophone. And this song, is the first cut on the CD, along with two other songs. And this CD is called Mother Earth Divine in her honor. And it's also a CD that will help us to move from 3D to 5D smoothly and raising our vibrations with beautiful sounds and insights. And that one will be in my shop. I'm re releasing it on April the 22nd. That is Earth Day, my mother's birthday. And more than likely, may have a celebration. I'm not sure just yet. I have to see. But I'll be re releasing that day with some new artwork on the cover. So, and inside as well. And yeah, that will be available April 22nd of this year. And I also have spoken word CDs. I have one called Reclaim Your Birthright Self Empowerment Workout. And this one was inspired by my beautiful shaman, Queen Nala. And this was a time when me and my son were living in our church. And oh, she would call and counsel me and talk to me. And I just got really inspired. And I just started writing a script. And with different affirmations. I believe there's 26 affirmations altogether. Powerful affirmations for self empowerment. And finally, 3 years later, it got done in the studio with my lovely friend, my band leader, Kevin Francis. Yeah. So that's where I go to his studio to record my projects, and we have a great time there. So yeah, that one right now is available in my shop. Uh, Stop by my shop and shop. And I also have oils, powerful oils. Lottery Millionaire 888, and that one is amazing. I have friends that have reported to me, not just friends, but people that I've never met actually who purchased my oil and tell me that they won 500. Um, Another 1,000. One of them plays at the casino in Nevada there, in, and she puts it. She told me she puts it all over her husband when she sends him to the store to buy the ticket because she sees numbers, and many people that have used my oil have seen numbers and went and played them and they came out. Now, that happened to me. Um, 3 days later, in actuality, after I saw it. However, she says she rubbed it all over her husband, okay, and sent him to the store to buy the ticket. And then when he come back with the ticket, she put some of the oil on the ticket. Now this is not. Now I have instructions in my shop. I have with that come with the oil, the affirmations, 11 affirmations, powerful affirmations. Well, they added this to the recipe. I'm like, what? And so this woman would call me once a week or once every 2 weeks and say, "Oh, I just want $500. I just want 700." I'm like, "What?" She said, "I didn't use that damn oil, girl. That oil, that oil." I'm like, "Oh my, oh my God, maybe I better do that too." So, and I have another friend who contacted me last year. Was it last year? I think it was. And he won. Oh no, he didn't win. He became a millionaire in an African country. And he said, "I just want to let you know, I bought that oil. I bought your oil." And that was when I first opened my shop. I remembered him his name. I remembered him. I remembered his face too. I'm like, oh my God. Okay, let me tweak my stuff here and let me go. You know what I'm saying? But yes, it's all about the fun. It's not nothing serious going on here. It's about playing, not about desperation. No desperation. You want to play the game. You play and have the fun. It's all about the fun. Okay? Winning the lottery is not going to solve anybody's problems. You play for the fun, and things just happen. In fact, I used my oil and I won the lottery. This apartment. We went from being homeless and living in hotels to winning a lottery. They pulled my name out of the box and sent me an email. And here we are. And that was something I didn't realize when it happened until my friend that used my oil and rubbed it all over her husband said to me, "Girl, you won the lottery." I said, "What you won that probably was a lottery, was it not?" I said, "Oh my God, it was. It was." And not only did those lovely stimuluses from Brother Newsom and Brother Trump that I put away, I had that to get my apartment. Yeah, my apartment. And the landlord, whose name is Jesus or Jesus, I imagine him calling me on the phone and saying to me, "Congratulations, come pick up the keys." So I imagined that every night before I went to bed in our hotel room. I imagined him calling me on the phone. And I looked up at my son during the day, walking back and forth in that hotel room. He was big. He was tall. I said, "Oh, changing plans. We need 2 bedrooms. How about that?" Because when they first showed us the apartment, it was a 1 bedroom. It was 1 bedroom. I thought, okay, we need whatever we need, get all these hotels. But oh, no, no, no. I looked at him and I said, "Oh, changing plans, Lord." And I started imagining 2 bedrooms. I said, "Okay, Lord, this is what it is." And next thing I know, my lovely landlord, he called me. He's like, "Somebody's moving. So be on standby. Keep your paperwork together. I got to get him out of here. Okay, so you can get in here." I'm like, "Okay, thank you very much. Thank you." And then finally he called me. He said, "Okay, I've got good news and bad news." And I'm thinking, okay, what could be the bad news for? I said, "Okay, what's the bad news?" He said, "I'm going to need a $2,000. That's the rent and the uh, what's called the deposit." I said, "Okay." I mean, I had that. That was nothing. So I'm like, "Okay, okay. Tell me the good news." He says, "Congratulations. Come pick up the keys." Then he goes, "Come pick them up now. I gotta leave at 3 o'clock." I went, "Woo!" So, honey, I called the housing people, the ones that said that they pay your deposit when you finally find a place. I called them. They said, "Oh, we're on it. We're on it." He said, "Let me call your landlord. And she called me back and she said, "The landlord said, come pick up the keys. We'll give him the deposit next week. Go get those keys, Terry." Let me tell you, we got here, little, last paperwork to finalize everything. Said, "I gotta show you the place first, because we're not allowed, we need to give you the keys if we haven't showed it to you." And he showed us everything. Beautiful. Woo! And then he showed us this one bathroom. I said, "What's that?" He said, "That's the second bathroom." I'm like, "What?" "Yes, it's a bathroom." I said, "Well, you didn't tell me that there was going to be 2 bathrooms. You just said 2 bedrooms, you know." Backtrack. He called me in his office before we got the apartment and said, "You need to sign off because we showed you a 1 bedroom. And you qualify for 2 bedrooms." And of course I said, "Oh, yeah." Because I'd already said it. I already said it to God out loud. So fast forward back where we're at right now. He showed me this. He said, "I told you 2 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms." I said, "No, you didn't. You said 2 bedrooms." He said, "I said 2 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms." He said, "Son," looking at my boy, "you got your own bathroom. Congratulations." And that was it. We went down, finalized everything. The inspector came from the housing people, the housing authority or whatever. And they don't usually come out the same day. Or they sent him too sweet. I mean, fast. He said, "You got the best place I have ever seen. I have ever seen." He said, "Oh my God, I know you're going to love it." And he was friends with the landlord Jesus. They hadn't seen each other in 5 years. They're both in the real estate. So they're having a little family reunion back there while I'm signing papers. Okay. I'm like, oh my goodness. Fast forward from there, we're already in the apartment and I'm sleeping. Somebody calls me at 9 o'clock in the morning from the housing. They said, "Oh, by the way, uh, we don't usually tell our clients about this, but we not only pay your deposit, but we pay 3 months rent." I'm like, "Woo! Hallelujah, thank you, Jesus," right? So they sent the big old fat check to my landlord Jesus, and Jesus said, "Oh, well, relax. You don't know what's anything for quite some time." He's looking at the check like, "Oh my God. Yeah. Everything falls into place when we learn to play and let go of the idea that we don't deserve and that we gotta accept less than the best. Oh, we are children. Woo! We are children of the Most High. We deserve the very best that life has to offer and nothing less. How about that? Woo! How about that? Now, I was going to read y'all's short little story. And let's see how much time we got. Okay, read y'all a little story real quick from Wayne Dyer. Oh, and by the way, this is my little monkey. He's a little pink monkey. Got him from Timu. I haven't put you know, the Kleenex in them. He holds it's a Kleenex holder, and they come out his they come out his butt. I'll have to put some in there and let y'all see it next week. But this goes in the car. Oh, this goes in the car. You know, on the back, around the back seat of the car. You know the seat. You know that thing that sticks about the back of the seat. And he wraps his little hands around, it, and he get tissues out of it. Tissues, right? Pink. So here's the thing: when there's something that you would like to manifest, act like you already got it. Start getting stuff. I mean, I had stuff, accessories in my storage. People asking me, "Oh, why you buying that? You don't have no place to live." Wait, I said because I do have a place to live. I have a lovely home, a lovely apartment, and this is my pillows and my things that go in my apartment. And fast forward, I dressed my home with the stuff that I put in my storage. How about that? Got stuff from Home Depot. Yeah, I love shopping in that place. How about you? Well, we're going to do a story here, and from by Wayne Dyer. I want to share this with you. I've been reading children's books lately. My inner child wants to read children's books, so I ordered them from Hay House, Louise Hay House, on a lovely sale, and it's a book called Goodbye Bumps: Talking to What's Bugging You. And this is by Dr. Wayne Dyer and Sage Dyer. Sage is his daughter, and this is what the book looks like. And oh my goodness, let me read you her story. I heard this story on YouTube here somewhere, and I love the story. However, the ending, which came from an adult opinion, that was a limiting opinion. And I said, well, I want to buy the book, and I want to buy the book and read it myself to myself. And so here it is. To my beautiful daughter, Sage, thank you for sharing your wonderful story with the world. I love you, Wayne Dyer. I would like to dedicate this book to my father and mother, Wayne and Marceline Dyer, who gave me the wisdom to know that I can always heal myself. Sage Dyer. Now here it goes. And now I may go into a little girl's voice. I was so moved by the entire story. I think I cried on every page when I first read it. I'm going to tell you a story about something that happened to me. It's pretty amazing. You might even wonder how it can be true, but it is. Have you ever had something that bugged you a lot? Well, I did. That's the first page. Let's see that. So cute how she sits in that chair. Well, I did. When I was 5, I had these bumps on my face. They felt icky and they really, really bothered me. I thought about them all the time. My mom and dad, they took me to the doctor. The doctor said I could take some medicine or I could wait and they might go away on their own. So I decided to wait and see. So I waited and waited and waited. But they were still there. My bumps were making me mad. One day, I was stomping around the house, pouting about my bumps. My dad said, "Hey, those bumps sure seem to be making you unhappy. I have an interesting idea that you could try. Maybe you could talk to your bumps." "What do you mean?" I asked. "Well," Dad said, "look in the mirror and really talk to them out loud. Say something like, 'Hi, Bumps. Maybe there is a reason you are here. Thanks for coming, but I am ready for you to go now. And whether you stay or go, I am done feeling bad about you. It sounded weird, but my dad is a smart guy. And by then, I was willing to try anything. So that night, I crawled under my covers with a flashlight and had a little chat with my bumps. I said, I don't know why you are here, but I would really like you to leave. I'm letting you go. Goodbye. Goodbye, Bumps. I did this every night for a week, and one morning, when I reached up to touch my face, I couldn't believe it. My bumps, they were gone. I couldn't wait to tell my dad. Look, Dad, it worked. They're gone. They're gone, I shouted. What's the trick? Does it work for anything else? Dad smiled and said, it's not a trick. It's just a way of thinking about things. And yes, it works for lots of stuff. Think of your cousin Curdy. He's very shy. And if you were shy like him, you could say to yourself, hey, self, I know you are shy. There's nothing wrong with that. And I know it is part of me. But I am ready to say goodbye to being shy and feeling bad about it. Now, you wouldn't instantly become not shy at all, but as you change your feelings about being shy, you'll begin to notice a difference in the way you act. Sometimes you may not be able to change something. Maybe you were born with it. I'm a good example of that. When I was younger, I didn't like my freckles. I had millions of them. I wasted a lot of time thinking about them and wishing they would magically disappear. And one day I decided to let go of my bad feelings about my freckles and make peace with the fact that they are a part of who I am. After a while, I even started to like them a little bit. That's Wayne. He's a little kid. Now, of course, some things that people were born with, they can change, right? Look at Allie here. She wanted her teeth to be straight, so she did something about it. She got braces. And sometimes the teeth change without getting braces. Some things change depending on your belief. Okay, but whether you can change something or not, the point is stop giving it power over you. That means don't let it be the most important, biggest thing in your life. And you will notice some changes. Maybe your bumps went away because you talked to them and they listened. You would be surprised how much your body works together with your mind. Later in my room, I thought about everything Dad had said and decided to write it down. What to do when something is bugging you. Number one, say hello to whatever is bothering you. Understand that it is a part of me, whether I want it to be or not. Number two, let go of bad feelings about the thing that I don't like. Number three, don't let something that bugs me have power over me. I give it power by making it important. Number four, remind myself that I will feel better and happier if I don't let my problems have power over me. Number five, change what I can. And if I can't, then try to change the way I feel about it. So that is my story. I hope it helps you when you have something that is bugging you a lot. Maybe you worry too much, or you think your ears are too big, or maybe you even have some bumps too. Just try talking to what bugs you and see what happens. And at the end, it says, Dear parents, we hope you and your child have enjoyed this true story from Sage's childhood. She has shared it with several audiences when speaking at my lectures and got a terrific response. So we decided to write this book to share the story with as many people as possible. And as we have tried to explain in this book, it is often more about the power that we give things, i.e., bumps, than the actual thing that causes us so much pain or worry. If we could all have the faith of a child and truly believe that our bumps will go away, if we just ask, it really can happen. And it has. Everyone's situation is different. If your child has something that is unlikely to go away, perhaps something they were born with, remember, the point of this story is that acknowledging our problem can take away the power that we have given to it. And that can be a huge relief, no matter what a child is facing. Yes, there are some things that none of us can change or make go away, but taking the focus off it really does make a difference. We sincerely hope that you and your child gain something from reading about Sage's experience and will be able to use this lesson to help in some small or big way in your lives. Wayne Dyer, or Wayne and Sage Dyer. Yeah, he wrote this book with his daughter. The interesting thing here, wow, little children. And what was my question for the day? I believe it was, what do little children know that most Grups have forgotten? Yeah. Well, Sage answers that question in this book. And if any of you are interested in reading this book for yourselves, then stop over to Louise Hayhouse, hayhouse.com, and it's on there. Woo! And I got other children's books too. I'll read later on a later date. But I am doing exactly what Sage did. And if you notice what her father told her to do or suggested that she do, the words that he suggested, Sage did it her own way as a 5-year-old. She changed the wording. Her father's was really wordy. She got straight to the point. And she got into those covers with her flashlight and her mirror. And she said her own words for 7 nights straight. And they woke up and the bumps were gone. And a little child shall lead. How about that? Isn't that a cute story? I love that. So I'm having so much fun reading children's books to myself because that's what my inner child said she wanted. And that's what I'm doing. And I wake up feeling so refreshed and excited that I'm starting to do things that I've wanted to do, but put on the back burner. Yeah, procrastination. Things that I've wanted to do that need to be done, and I get through them beautifully in a fun way. And those things that I desire to do, I'm doing. And so you'll find more content here on my channel, The Queen Mom One, very shortly. And in the future, activities that I love and love to share with people. And could involve some kitchen stuff too, cooking. How about that? Well, this has been Fantastic Freedom Fridays, y'all. And thank you for joining me. And join me next week, same time, same place. And more than likely get into another children's book as I'm reading through them and really feeling them and experiencing them. What y'all doing this weekend? I sure hope y'all planning to have some fun. Because I sure am. Woo! How about that? Thank God it's Friday. Woo! Have a good weekend. See you next week. Love you.